Hey up. So yeah, it's that day of the week, Friday. Friday for fun facts with Liam every Friday. And I was looking for things. Well, to start with, initially, looking for things that occurred on the 23rd of January. But I think yeah, I'm gonna do explicitly food themed um set of episodes. And the reason for that is basically until today, I didn't even know there was an international sticky toffee pudding day, and that's today. And like I said, I didn't know that was a thing until today, which is a shame because I'm game. The best sticky toffee pudding I ever had was in a pub called the called the Wheat Sheaf, somewhere between. It was either, I forget, somewhere between Leeds, Wakefield, Selby, Hemsworth, kind of where my mum's relatives lived up. And it was probably the best damn dessert I ever had, even as a faddy kid. I mean, I would love just to recreate that experience one day. Um, a nice mug of tea with it or mug of coffee. Maybe that's sacrilege. Maybe you need tea and some full fat cream with it. But anyway, yeah. So this is about, and I was reading about sticky toffee pudding, the history of it as a whole, and there's like conflicting, I suppose, rivalry between who it was invented by, where was it invented, and also when. Now, um, the tradition goes the earliest sticky toffee pudding was supposed to be uh, uh, invented by the landlady of the of an inn in Yorkshire. Can't remember it right now offhand, but you know me. I'll put the I think it was a Gall Inn, Gal. Basically, GALL in 1907, but also um, Cumbria lay claim to it, and yeah, Scotland do as well. The Scottish, depending on who you ask, uh, would claim that they invented the, like, I suppose, modern version of the dessert, because the the Scottish version of the dessert was apparently invented around 1967, where there's a couple of um, restaurant owners or pub owners, fast food um, couple, did their own version in Cumbria, in like the Lake District or Peak District. I forget which. I get mixed up between that neck of the woods. The picturesque kind of valley bit of England and into not really Scotland, but it gets kind of close. I'll stop waffling on, but they did their own. The couple in Cumbria did their own version of the sticky toffee pudding, the takeaway version actually, which they first came up with in 1984 and became popular around that region of GB about 5 years later. So that's, even though the original sticky toffee pudding was invented in 1907 in a pub in Yorkshire, there's still sort of like a little rivalry thing, where there's like, oh, who came up with it first, who's whose is better, that sort of thing. Kind of like, I mean, you know, joke time. R slash British problems or things, British things maybe. Where the fish and chip, the fish and chips kind of rivalry thing. It's like, oh, North is better, no, South is better. and it's either a bias thing, or it's a preference thing, or it's to do with whatever process of whatever recipe and process you're familiar with that you grow up with. I probably would say that northern fish and chips are the best. I prefer the ones from the seaside, but the ones in like just town areas, industrial town areas, whatever, are pretty decent too. For example, so yeah, the sticky toffee, it was a good day to tangentially talk about a thing related to a day celebrating a probably quite underrated food, actually. Yeah, I think sticky toffee pudding on the world stage is rather underrated. So I didn't know there was an international day, sticky toffee pudding day, and much less did I know that there was a sort of a rivalry thing. Again, it's one of those national, regional pride things, I guess, to an extent, sort of like I said, fish and chips, and also curry as well. People tell you, you know, again, Scots will vehemently defend, like, oh, it's modern, after a pint curry is a Scottish thing, where there's people in Birmingham will tell you the same thing, because it's to do with apparently the oldest. For example, this is like a sub fact in there. The oldest proper Balti house to basically create the proper, proud to be British kind of curry. I suppose was some Balti house in Birmingham. So yeah, leave off with that. Yeah, so I'll stop waffling on and get to uploading this, and see you in the next ones.